How's it going, everybody? Dylan here, back with another episode of the Boba Buzz. Episode 4.
It is episode 4.
As always, I'm joined with my wife, Stacey.
Hey, guys. I was going to say, my normal episode 4.
I know.
But you made fun of me last time.
I beat you to it this time. I knew that's what you were going to say.
You knew I was going to do that? Yeah. He told me last time. He said, you do that every time. I like to keep account.
Yeah.
When Kayla and I used to do lives, that's what we would always be like. So this is live number blah, blah, blah. We always like to keep up with it.
Keep up with the number.
Yep. So how is everybody? We hope you're doing good. Yeah, episode 4. So we've been in this for 2 months now.
Still got it in there. Yep. So
you can't take my thunder.
All right.
That's my thing.
I tried,
okay?
but I failed.
That's my thing.
I tried, but
I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a forewarning. I got the dog all riled up right before we got started, so you may hear him.
He was being so nice and quiet, and here we are. So
I said the magic word. He loves to leave the house, and I said it. Now he's standing here looking at both of us like, let's do it.
So we've had a busy couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Started Labor Day, kicks off our busy season. So
Craft show season. So we started that one at Grand Rivers, and then this past weekend we were at Paris Landon. So back-to-back weekends, and great weekends. Both of them was really, really pretty. Now, Grand Rivers was so hot. So if we saw y'all over there and I looked like I was melting, I really, really was. I thought I was going to die. But last weekend at Paris Landon, it was absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. So, yeah, I've been keeping Dylan busy, my dad busy. We got a guy that helps us from the restaurant, DeSoto, busy. They're my setup and breakdown crew. Staying after it.
My trailer loaders and unloaders. Olivia come in today and she goes, are we unloading the trailer? Because we still haven't unloaded it from last weekend. I was like, not today. Maybe tomorrow. But
yeah, that's something I'm always good to push back to another day. Like not today.
Yeah, it's even worse once you get back to the store because you get busy doing all the things you should be doing at work. And then you got to stop and you got to get all of it out, make the mess, find a home for it. And yeah, so we just put it off another day. Then she said it's supposed to rain tomorrow and Saturday, both. Mm-hmm. So I was like, well, might be put off till next week. But that'll be all right. We can get that done then too. But yeah, keeping them busy. Something else that happened this past time since our last podcast was it's been football season.
Yes, football season is
Dylan's
upon us.
time to shine.
It's my favorite time of the year.
Are you in, 2 fantasy leagues this year?
I'm in 2 fantasy leagues. Yep. Managing one of those. And then, of course, the Packers season is in full effect now. So, game 1 did not work out very well for us. But we're going to bounce back this week. And
I thought
hopefully beat the Colts.
Giggled to myself because I went to bed before the game was over. Was it Friday night? Yeah.
Yeah.
Friday night. I went to bed before the game was over. When he came up to go to bed, I go, did they win? And I thought he was going to cry. He was like, no, and Love got hurt.
Just took the whole wind out of my sail, But good news is it looks like he's doing a lot better, and there's a chance he'll come back in the next couple weeks. So
Dylan has is it a Instagram page for your Packer Cave?
Yes, it is the Bobo Pack Cave on Instagram, and I try to post like reels and videos and stuff like that of kind of the progress and game days and all that kind of stuff along the way. And I share a lot of stuff on the story there, like Packer, like team news and updates and all that kind of stuff. So I try to do that as well.
His room is amazing. So we took our basement and made it into a Pack Cave for him. And you've done awesome with it. I've been so impressed. We were actually, was it last night we were down there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Looking? Just so much
it's
cool stuff.
Come a long way in a short period of time,
yeah.
But I'm very proud of it. I think a lot of it. I'm excited, and I love being down there.
So we went up to Green Bay last December?
Yes, I think last year we went up there for the Week 15 game against the Buccaneers, I think it was.
I'd never been. It was so much fun. So much fun.
No, Green Bay's the best because everywhere you go, it's nothing but Packers.
And they had all the signings. I mean,
there
were so many signings going on.
Yeah, we got
weekend.
to meet all kinds of people. We got to meet Antonio Freeman, Leroy Butler, and all sorts of people. It was great.
It was good. I loved it. We who was it? Was it Leroy Butler that done the bottle signing for you?
Yes. Yeah. So I actually he's got a brand of vodka, and it's called Leap Vodka because he invented the Lambeau Leap way back in the day of basically when players score a touchdown in Lambeau Field, they jump up into the stands
and sit with the fans for a while after they score. He invented a bottle of or brand of vodka for that. So we got a bottle of that and got him to sign it. And
I was recording it for Dylan, like on his cell phone. I was recording it, and he asked me, Leroy Butler did. He was like, "Can you use my cell phone and take a picture of me signing this?" And I'm like, "Sure." So I take his cell phone, but I'm still trying to record with Dylan's also. And he's like telling me, he's like, "Stop and take a picture." It was hilarious because I was so confused. I was trying to act like I was taking a picture, but I didn't want to stop the video because y'all know I know nothing about technology. I didn't know that you could, on a video, click the little button and take pictures while you were still recording a video.
that's back to like the left and right headphone thing. So I'm like, well, you could just take a picture like in the video. But
And I said, "Really?" That's awesome. I had no idea that you could do that.
But anytime in Green Bay is a good time.
It was a blast. And it was kind of one of those things that I knew I would enjoy it, and I knew that like we would have fun together, but I had no idea how much fun I would actually have. Dylan has met some people online, and we got to go to their tailgate beforehand. And what does people call it, like an introverted extrovert? Is that how you say it?
I honestly
Like,
don't know.
I'm very outgoing in my situations, but when I'm not
just your
in
situations.
Yeah, but when I'm not like in my place, I'm very introverted. And we pull up to this stranger's house. It's 8:00 in the morning.
Yep.
And Dylan like hops out of the car like we've known him our whole entire life. Goes running up to the door. And me and his brother are just sitting in the car. And I'm like, I can't get out. I'm not getting out. But
And mind you, I'm also wearing Green Bay Packer overalls. Like I'm in full like fanboy mode. Okay, so I jump out and I can make a friend with anybody. So I just jumped out and went straight up there to the house, and they were super inviting. They were fantastic,
Yes.
and we had so much fun that morning.
it was a blast because
the
it was
best.
like I said, it was like 8 a.m. and they're having tacos.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah.
was like
Having,
full blown tailgate.
tacos, and it was great.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I had no idea because I'd never been up there that literally everybody did that. I mean, when you told me everybody tailgated, I envisioned like college football at SIU where I went, where it was like cars in the parking lot, a couple people tailgating, but this was like the whole entire town.
Literally, yeah. When game day in Green Bay is like, it's like a holiday almost. Like everybody's out, everybody's cooking, everybody's so excited for the game, and it's like live, love Packers up there. That's all it is.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. So that's definitely been the highlight of Dylan's last 2 weeks is
Absolutely.
kicking off football season and getting to use his Packer cave because we
Yes.
moved in. Was it in March?
Something like that. So it was in the off season. So we're just kind of gearing up, and this was like the first like event that we had in the Packer cave.
We had his mom, dad, brother, and my dad over to watch the game. Ate lots of good finger foods. We didn't have very much food at all. We had enough.
We had
food
so much food.
Probably enough to feed all of Hardin.
Probably.
And then have leftovers. We ate on it all week. I finally threw it away this morning. I was like, I'm over it. But it was a lot of fun, a whole lot of fun. But that's really been about it since our last recording.
Yeah, that's basically it. That and working.
Yeah.
So just
Dylan getting to bring his cop car home now.
that is true. Yeah, I get to bring the car
cruiser
home now.
home.
Bring the squad car home.
I
So,
like it because he gets home a little earlier. He gets to leave right at 10 as opposed to getting to the PD and talking. I feel like that's probably what happened.
that happens a lot. I can't help it. I'm a talker.
That's okay. That's okay. So that has been another really exciting thing that's been going on. Been working on Charley's room, getting that all.
Yes. Yep. If you guys tune in on the Facebook page, you can see all the updates along the way with that.
Oh, it's looking so cute, guys. It's
We're so excited.
awesome. It's looking so good. Absolutely love it. Mom and I went to Hobby Lobby Tuesday, and I was like, I just want to look and see if I find a couple things because I've got most of the stuff that I wanted, but there was a couple.
I think I just pressed the wrong button there.
I was like, what was that?
Yeah, I have no idea.
One of those things that we're not editing, guys. You're seeing the real.
No, you're gonna get the real
raw.
thing because I'm not editing that out. Trying to figure out how to work this thing.
But we went to Hobby Lobby, and I thought, well, I might get one or two things. And I actually found everything that I wanted to finish off the nursery. So now, other than the fact that my best friend, Deborah, her daughter is painting us a couple of pictures because she is amazing. And I wanted something special for in there. So she's painting a couple pictures. And then a family picture when Charley gets here. We've got everything done.
Yeah, that's basically it. So we're just getting everything ready to go.
Surpassed our goal by 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Because 3 weeks.
Yeah. As you can hear Stitch in the
Yeah.
background.
I told y'all I got him on, but he's being good.
Yeah.
He's just
If you
staring
listen
at us.
closely, you can hear him in the background going, and just blowing because he's mad. He doesn't get what he wants.
Oh, me. That's him. Moody Judy.
Mm-hmm.
We talked last time. Let's talk about this marriage challenge that we've been doing. So, yep, he said. So if you listen to the last episode, we started a 22-day fundamentals of marriage challenge, fundamentals
Yes.
of love
Yes.
challenge, which included what's the 3 things that we have to do every day.
Tell each other about our day. At the end of the day, I don't remember what kind of kiss. Connected, not a connection.
A connection kiss.
Connected kiss, and then a 7-second hug.
Yep. And I am happy to report we're on day 15.
Yes, we've done it every day.
Every single day.
Every day.
I love it. And we talked about this before. I don't really feel like now that it's any different. I think we've been doing this all along, except maybe holding the hug a little longer. I don't know that we necessarily hugged for 7 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know if
every day.
we're doing that, but it's almost too long. If you're sitting there, you're just like
1, 2.
like yeah, you're counting in your head, and you're like, man, this feels like it's just too long. Like you just
But it says 7 seconds is how long it takes to really feel connected. That's what the whole thing behind it was.
I feel it in like 3.
In 3?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's the chemistry, babe.
Yeah.
That is the chemistry. We got it going on. But we have 15 days. We've done it every single day. So we've got, 7 days left? Is all. 1 week left.
Yeah, 1 week left. So
I
we'll
think we should keep it up.
Yep, be able to report the next podcast, which
That we successfully finished.
Mm-hmm. And then we can kind of also say too that obviously this podcast is dropping on Friday.
Yes.
So
changing our schedule a little
changing the schedule a little bit. We're going to drop it on Fridays instead of Thursdays. Just with scheduling and our lives and everything, it just makes it a little easier. We don't because we try to record them like the night before we post it, so we have the most kind of updated.
Yeah, because the first
stuff
was
on
it
our
the
live.
first one that we posted. We recorded like a week before it dropped, and it was old news by the time.
Right. Yeah, it was kind of. We don't want to record these too early.
Yeah.
So we try to record it up as close to that timeline as possible. So being able to do it on Thursday, we don't have to do it after 10 o'clock, and it makes it a little easier. So.
Because I struggle to stay up till 10.
Yes, she does.
Much less for Dylan to get home by 10:30, and then us get everything ready, and then us record. It's hard. So Dylan's off on Thursday, Fridays, so it works out well because we can record as soon as I get home from work, and then it drops the next morning.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I think that's going to work much better in our schedule. And I also remember when we went and met with Tim, him telling us that for some reason, like algorithm, Mondays and Fridays was the best days.
Yep,
to drop a podcast.
those are the days. So
we're going to get on a better schedule there. Still be every 2 weeks that we'll be coming at you, but it's just going to be on Fridays instead of Thursdays. So we get a lot of people that ask how to listen to us. I try to show everybody, but I mean, we've got the website. You can link it through Facebook. Of course, if you're listening, you've already found us, so that's kind of useless. But leave us a review.
Yeah, leave a review, leave ratings, all that fun stuff. And send us a message.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know how it's going.
I love the interaction we're getting on our Facebook page. Like, I have a page through the store, and I get a lot of messages on there. But for no more followers than we have yet on the Bobo Buzz, everybody is so engaged. We get so many messages, so many comments. I'm absolutely loving it because I feel like even for those of you who follow me through the store that I've known forever, we're connecting on another level now.
Mm-hmm.
It's more
I completely
personal.
agree, and we appreciate you guys so much for all the support and everything. So
it's been so much fun. Absolutely loving this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what we decided was this time we ask you guys to send us some questions, and we would do a little get to know us Q&A. So we're going to answer a couple of these, and then you guys can get to know us a little better. I can't wait to see if our answers match. And of course, you've already seen the questions too. I always like to surprise you with stuff.
I haven't really seen the questions. You read them to me once. I don't remember them.
Well, but they came in through Messenger. So if you looked at the messages, no. He said no, he
Nope.
didn't check
Nope.
it out.
Stacey manages the Facebook page. I do not. I am the one who likes all your comments, though. I've noticed. Stacey doesn't like the comments. She'll reply to you, but she didn't like the comments. So I go back through and I like all your comments. So I'm the one doing that, if you're wondering.
Dylan likes, I reply.
Yes.
It's because I talk a lot.
I didn't say it.
Okay, so I did not write down, and I wish I would have. I did not write down who sent us the questions. So if you hear yours, that's great. But I forgot to write down names of who sent them. So, but
jeez,
I know I'm such a slacker. I was doing this after 8 last night. See, that's the problem.
After 8, guys.
Break that after 8.
Ooh. wild and crazy Thursday night.
I will say, at 3 nights this week, you've already got home and got the garage door up and all before I've got up to let you know I'm even alive.
Yeah. So there's that.
I've been struggling.
All right. Question 1.
All right. Question 1 was, what is your favorite concert to date you've been to? Because you guys, we talked about it in our first podcast that we've been to tons of concerts together. We've seen so many artists. The first year we quote unquote dated, we went to like 1 concert a week for sometimes 2.
Oh yeah, there was
until COVID hit.
We had a couple weeks where I went to 4 because there were some weeks that you didn't go to all the ones that I went to either. Just she didn't like particularly some of the artists, I guess. But yeah, those were the long weeks. Some of those were very long weeks. A lot of drives and a lot of miles.
I started to say, yeah,
St. Louis and back, and like
Nashville became like going to Benton for us.
Basically, yeah.
we bought summer concert tickets to St. Louis. So I think we had over the course of 2 months, was it 2 months that they went on, June and July? July, like August. We went, our pack was for 8 tickets, and then we added on 2, I think. So I think we went 10 times in 3 months to St. Louis and back. So we really was keeping the road hot. But like I've said before, I credit that to being how we got to know each other so fast, so well.
I agree.
Was all the hours in the car that we spent driving back and forth together. We had a lot to talk about. So anyways, first question is favorite concert to date that you've been to?
Geez, I don't know. I was hoping you were going to go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, I want you to go first.
Well, Eric Church is my absolute favorite. And I loved when we got to go see him at the Ryman, or at the Opry, I mean. That was a very emotional concert. It was not probably the funnest concert, I can say. Seeing Eric Church anytime is amazing, in my opinion. But when we saw him at the Opry was it 2 days after the Vegas shootings?
I believe so. It was a couple. Yeah.
And
days.
He had that affected him a lot. He took that really, really hard. I mean, all artists did, but it really got to him. And just hearing his story and him talking, and it was very humbling. I don't know. It was an amazing, amazing experience. So that's probably one of my top ones that I've been to. Randy Houser was absolutely amazing in concert. He was phenomenal. Dylan got us tickets for my birthday.
I think it was your birthday. Yeah. We were sat in like the second row or something.
And he was at the Ryman, which is my very favorite venue, period.
Ryman's the best venue you can go to.
Yeah.
There's nothing that compares to it.
Yeah. So that was probably one of my favorites as far as like fun. Oh gosh, there's so many because I love Jansen. We went and saw Drake White just this past March, and that was our like 8th time to see him.
Yeah,
and
I think so. There's like
phenomenal.
There's like 2 that jump to the very top, and they're completely on opposite ends of the music spectrum. Whenever you're asking about, like, one of them is the Drake White show we just went to.
It was amazing.
That one was phenomenal. I absolutely loved that show, and just everything about it. We were literally right in the front center. We got to meet him. It was just great. Yeah. Everything about that show was great.
He did some acoustics beforehand.
Oh yeah, we got to do like a little. I guess he sat on a bar stool, and we just kind of sat in the floor around him, and he just sang a couple songs just outright.
And if you guys aren't familiar with him, he is one of the coolest dudes you'll ever meet in your life. Like, he is all about life, love, peace. I mean, he is just he's just a good person.
Absolutely. He had a serious incident a couple of years ago, and he actually kind of had to relearn basically how to walk, how to do everything, play guitar and everything, and he's back to doing his thing. And
he had a aneurysm on stage.
That's what it was. Yeah.
He had an aneurysm while he was on stage. Dylan and I had gotten tickets for you to go see him for your birthday was it Exit In that we went to?
I think so, yeah.
And we went and seen him there. And when I tell y'all, he was like climbing the poles inside the building. He was literally like climbing up on the poles and jumping off into like the crowd and stuff when we saw him the first time. So he's had to mellow out a little bit as far as that goes, but he still is one of the best shows.
It's phenomenal.
Okay, so I kind of jumped into that, but what's your other?
The other one was Katy Perry.
Oh, I forgot about Katy Perry.
So we saw Katy Perry in Vegas.
Yes.
When was that? What year was that?
Let's see. It wasn't last year we went to Vegas. It was the year before. So 2022.
Okay, yeah. She was amazing. Her show, like it was an actual like Vegas show.
Yeah, it really was.
She played all of her hits and all of her songs and everything like that, but she had like a Vegas twist to it.
Yes.
So it was like kind of like a Broadway style musical kind of show, but she played all her songs and mixed it into like a story. And that was just amazing. That whole concept.
Yeah, it was.
Cool.
I forgot all about Katy Perry till you
was
mentioned
called.
her.
Was it called Play?
I can't remember.
I think it was called like Play. Was the.
And it didn't help anything that his mom dressed up like what song was it? Roar. Like
yeah.
Roar
Shout out my mom. Yeah, she if you've ever seen the music video to Roar by Katy Perry, where she's like swinging like Tarzan through the jungle. If you haven't seen it, make sure to go look at that video and then ask my mother about ask my mother about what she wore to the Katy Perry show. I'll give you a hint. It was the exact outfit that Katy Perry wore. Wig and all in the Roar music video.
She got so excited when Roar come on, she took her wig off and was going over her head with it. It was great.
That helped a lot with
I forgot all
but
about
that's probably pushing one of the top shows if you're asking me. That one or that Drake White show.
Yeah, that was good. We also saw Aerosmith in Vegas, which was
true.
really cool.
Mm-hmm.
We got to see them. He had just been out on sick. Hadn't he been out sick?
He was sick like 2 weeks before.
Voice.
His voice was kind of going out, kind of similar to the same issues he's had been going through the last couple months.
Sorry, guys.
But Stacey just smacked you the microphone with her notebook.
So he sang all of his hits. That's where I was going with that. He sang all of his hits because he really didn't sing a whole lot. He kind of just led the audience. So we got to hear all the big hits.
Yes, the entire time they were there in Vegas, he did not play my favorite song by Aerosmith. My favorite song is I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. That's my favorite song. And he actually did sing it that night. Well, like she was saying, he sang parts of it and then let the audience sing it. But we got to see it live, so that was awesome.
Which makes me think of Armageddon. And y'all, if you've never saw Armageddon, I think everybody has seen Armageddon. But I can talk about it and start crying. And the other night, Dylan was watching it and I fell asleep. Well, we finished it. Was it the next morning?
Yeah.
I cried all day long. Like, I'm talking, I was laying here in bed sobbing.
It's one of the greatest movies ever.
It is good, but it's one of the saddest movies ever.
It is sad.
When he gets out of that and pushes him back into it. Oh.
Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, because we just asked you.
I didn't say who did what when. But yeah, so Eric Church was our first concert together. That was our first at Bridgestone.
Yeah, that one will always be special too, yeah. Bridgestone is one of his last nights of the Hold on My Own tour. Mm-hmm. And he played for like, I don't know, 3 hours or something like that.
I remember we had parked the car and it said we had to pick the car up by midnight or it would be booted.
Yeah.
We were in the parking garage and he was literally playing at like 11:49. And we didn't want to leave, but we were panicking because we thought we was going to get our car towed. But we got there like 2 minutes before midnight. I mean.
Yeah, and you can imagine me. I'm like freaking out.
Also almost killed us on the way home.
That is true. So that night Stacey thought red meant green, and maybe that's why you always bring up the thing about like how people perceive
color.
Red, yellow, blue.
That's a totally different
podcast. We'll bring that up some other time.
That's one of those things that I can say and it just makes Dylan just shake his head.
It makes my head hurt.
Okay, so piggybacking off of the concert question,
the same question came in from the same person. What concert would you love to see that you haven't, past or present? Who do you wish that you could see, or who would be your dream lineup? I guess
Like, who's on my bucket list? Like, who do I want to see?
Yeah, I guess. Or who do you hate that you didn't get to see? She just says concert you would love to see, past or present.
One thing I'll say right away is there's one show that if I could go back in time to 1988, which is, yes, 10 years before I was born. I've seen Guns N' Roses twice since they come back on their reunion tour and all that kind of stuff. But the show at the Ritz in 1988 would be a show that I would want to go back in time and see. That would be one show that I wanted to see. Now, an artist that I haven't seen that I would love to would be AC/DC.
AC/DC.
They would be the top of my tier right now of people I would love to see.
Why do you want to go to that Ritz show? What?
That was like right after that Appetite for Destruction album, which is, I mean, the album from Guns N' Roses came out, and they played it in its entirety, and it was just core Guns N' Roses. That's the show that to me was just one I'd want to go back and see.
That's not where I expected you to go with that. I don't really know what I expected, but
I knew it wasn't that.
That wasn't what I. First of all, you would have to know my husband to know that he could pull 1988 just out of the air 10 years before he was born, knowing.
Listen, I don't even know when I started listening to Guns N' Roses, but I've always been a old soul.
Yes, very old soul.
There's that. So, everybody else is listening to whatever when they're in middle school, and I'm listening to Guns N' Roses. But I studied them. I loved everything about Guns N' Roses, and I knew. So that's the show I would want to go back.
Okay.
If I could go back in a time machine to see, that's what I would go back.
If I could go back in a time machine, I would take us back to country concert.
Absolutely not. Festivals are not it. I'll just tell you right now. Don't waste your money.
It took us like what, 5 minutes to decide that we were not festival people.
No. I like going somewhere where I've got a seat and I can sit down in it, not relying on people's, kindness, I guess, to appreciate the fact that you're occupying a space. Oh my gosh.
We went to Ohio to country concert. Oh, it's been probably 2019. It was right before COVID.
Oh, no, I think it was like 2018.
2018?
Yeah.
So Eric Church played, and like I said, he is my all-time favorite. So we decided it would be a great idea over 4th of July weekend to go to this festival.
In the middle of Ohio.
When I
Dayton,
tell you,
Ohio.
out in the middle of nowhere. The middle of nowhere. And y'all, it was a hot freaking mess. The first night was Toby Keith, which... Right?
Yes.
First night was Toby Keith.
I love Toby Keith.
Thankful we got to see him then.
He was fantastic.
And then Friday, so Thursday night we get there and we're like in this gold section is what it's called. And so Dylan and I go in, we're sitting there and like Toby comes out, we're all standing up, we're all dancing, we're having a good time. And people are like taking super soaker guns, peeing in them and spraying the crowd with them. So Dylan and me are like, this is disgusting. They're like throwing their beers everywhere. Just, it was disgusting.
They didn't have in the fine print that gold section apparently means pee section because they fill their super soakers with it. And it's like,
it was awful.
Guys, I'm telling you right now, never go to a festival. I don't care who's playing. Don't go.
So,
just don't go.
All the way back to our hotel because this was out in the middle of nowhere. So we had like an hour drive to get back and forth to the show. We're like, okay, so we got there a little later because we had a meet and greet with Lanco. I'm like, we got there a little later. I'm like, tomorrow we'll get there early and we'll move to the other side and it'll be a whole lot better. So we get there at like 2, 1.
Boy, how wrong were we?
All that did was move us closer to the stage and closer to the party.
Which is not
awful.
where this guy wants to be.
It was
never have been.
Awful. And so he lost a contact. That was another thing that happened.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I lost a contact, which is like, so I've got a really good eye and then I've got a pretty crappy eye. Okay, well, of course the contact falls out of my good eye. So I can only see like half of everything. I don't even want to talk about it. I just don't like it. Didn't like it then, now, never.
Anything about it.
No. Next question.
Oh my gosh, we were so sunburnt, and when I tell y'all, like,
my forehead is still scarred for how bad I peeled because
Oh, yeah.
I forgot a hat on Saturday. And it was just nothing about it was good. Okay, let's do maybe one or two more of these, and then we'll save some of them for maybe the next episode because we're gonna run out of time here. All right, I like this one. So, what's our favorite place to go together? And it wasn't elaborated on whether it was like just day to day or if it was vacation, but I think we should say like vacation, like out of our normal routine, maybe.
Cabo.
Yeah, definitely.
Without a doubt. I had
That's
so
when
much
we went on
fun
our
there.
honeymoon.
Yeah, we went there on our honeymoon. I had so much fun.
It was.
That was everything about that was amazing. If you want to know what we did, we literally sat
Nothing.
at a bar. They had like the bars that were in the water, so you could like sit there and turn around and look at the ocean. That's where you could find us from the day we got there till the morning that we left.
Y'all, we never even left the resort.
Nope. No reason to. I don't see why. I mean, you would just sit there and like the guy would tap you on your shoulder and you would bring you more like another drink or something.
Food,
whatever, and then you would just not have to move ever. It was great.
They had these people walking around the resort and they had, look, me, I'm going to the food. They had ice cream in carts. They had grilled mango in carts. And then they had this Mexican street corn. Oh my gosh. I would go back to Cabo just for the street corn.
It was amazing.
It
Yes.
was so good. Yeah. I mean, our honeymoon was awesome. It was like, our wedding was large and it was very stressful.
That's
so
large. That's understatement.
And it was very stressful. So it was like the perfect vacation after. It was fantastic.
That whole everything about our wedding and our honeymoon, everything was just perfect to me.
Oh, it was great.
It was amazing.
We had a great, really, I want to say a great couple of days, but we had a great week.
Oh yeah,
leading up to it and everything with all of our family
big
coming
plan
in.
up week and everything.
So it was great. We've been to Vegas together now 3 times, 4 times, 3.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that's kind of like a family thing, really. So we all like to go there as like a group, and we get people from heck all over the United States, really, that meet us.
I know. I mean, last time we had all over that flew in from different places, and
oh yeah,
just a good gathering place.
Big family gatherings and everything. So we, like I said, all about family. So we do everything as a family. So
that's always fun too. I mean, that's one that I always enjoy when we get to do that together. But yeah, Cabo's definitely.
Yep, that one
definitely
I didn't
the best.
think about that. It was check.
We've been trying to take a vacation this past year and a half.
Yeah.
So we had Cabo for our 2-year anniversary.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
And you got your job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I switched jobs, so there was that.
So we had to cancel that. We had no vacation time for that. Then we had a cruise booked, and I can't remember.
Then the third one, we were going to go to New York.
Something happened with the cruise, and we couldn't go, so we had to cancel that. And we had insurance. We got our money for that. Then Dylan booked us a trip to New York for Christmas.
Yep.
And Baby B's going to be here.
Yes, so we canceled that, obviously.
So
Charley.
Oh, sorry,
Baby
Charley.
Charley.
So I just don't think it's meant for us to vacation this year, and that's okay because we got much better things coming.
Yep, Charlie K.
That's right. Bring her on. Bring her on. All right, let's do one more. Let's do. I liked this one because I know that this one's gonna make you laugh. Who does more housework? Who cooks? Who does more like things around the house?
This is why we need video, because I'm just gonna drink my coffee right here. And I'm going to let her answer this question. I'm not even going to answer it.
No, I don't do nothing. I'm not even going to lie. That's not entirely true. I cook more.
It's not yeah.
Not that we cook a whole lot because Dylan works afternoons 3 days a week. And then we usually go out and eat with my parents at least one night a week when he's off. And on Sunday nights, my parents have like a card game that they play with some friends they have for the past like 35 years. They go to each other's house. And so a lot of times on Sunday nights we go over there. So we don't cook a whole lot at home. We probably cook as much breakfast as anything.
Yeah, I would say so.
Dylan cooks breakfast. So you probably actually cook as much as I do at the end of the day. I do not do laundry.
Nope, she does not.
I might carry it downstairs and put it in the washer, but that's as far as that's going to go.
Maybe.
But in my defense, I was folding the clothes some, and then I was told that I didn't fold his socks right.
That is not. She was not told that. She just asked me why I was refolding some socks in my
Every
drawer.
time I had the laundry basket, you would say, "I'll get those. I'll get those."
See, guys, here's the thing. I never said that I complained that I did all the housework. That's what I do. I do it all. It's fine.
So I just quit. So now I don't really do anything.
Nope.
And I'm okay with that.
I just want to mark it down, though. I did not complain about it. I was just readjusting.
Readjusting. But we're
help
also really lucky because my dad does all of our outdoor stuff. He mows, he weed eats, all that kind of stuff. So,
Oh, yeah. Super thankful for that.
so Dylan takes on the inside
Yeah,
jobs.
I don't mind mowing. I really don't. I don't mind it, but I'm not upset that he does it.
Not upset about getting a little extra help along the way.
I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah.
Helps me a lot.
He loves to mow. My dad loves to mow. Like in the summer, he'll mow twice a week at least. Yep. He absolutely loves it.
Shout out to Randall. We appreciate it. Thank you.
He always takes care of us.
Absolutely.
In every single way.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, that was probably the good 4 ones. I've got a couple more here, but I think we should maybe save them for next time.
Sure, that's fine.
And carry that on a little bit. All right. So what do we got coming up? Let's see. Okay. So next podcast is going to come out while we're visiting with Birth Mom, because that'll be 2 weeks.
Yeah, it'll come out right around there. Yeah, so when the podcast comes out, we might as well record that one a couple of days before.
Yeah, we'll record that one before we go to Arkansas.
But then whenever you guys hear it on that Friday, we'll be up there. So the following podcast, so in about a month,
catch y'all up.
You'll get all caught up and hear about all the Charley K news. So
I looked it up yesterday because I was making a post for the store about how close Christmas was. And as of yesterday, Christmas was 105 days away. And she's going to be here a couple days before that. So we're probably down to double digits as far as how long it'll be until she gets here. So we're getting really excited. I'm excited to go back and see Birth Mom again, get to visit with them. She's excited to see us. We're going to go with her. She's going to have her glucose tolerance test at this appointment. So she'll be there a little longer. That's really all they're doing. We just wanted to go up and visit one more time, and this splits it in half before.
Yep, it'd be kind of right there in the middle.
Time to when she's going to be here. So that's really about the biggest thing we have coming up.
Yeah, that's going to be kind of it, and then just day-to-day stuff, really.
No more shows until your birthday, so I'll be going on your birthday.
Every year.
I know. We have Real Fit Lake every year on his birthday.
Every year.
So he has to celebrate alone.
Woohoo.
I did set you up a little party one time before I left. When he was in the academy.
Yeah.
He left and he was gone for a week, and then I had to leave and go to Real Foot. So I set him up with a little birthday party when he walked in the door.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just a little surprise. So, all right. Well, this wraps it up for episode 4. See, I got it in again for you, babe.
Yep.
And we will see y'all in just a couple of weeks. We'll do it again.
Yep. So, guys, like we were kind of talking about earlier, just please make sure to leave a rating and leave any comments or anything like that. If you have any more questions that we can add onto the list and answer to learn anything else about us, feel free to send those.
This was fun.
You can send them, post them on Facebook or the YouTube comments on the website. We also have a contact us section up at the top right, so you can send messages there as well. But I think that's about it. Just make sure.
And we're getting really close to the 500 followers. I haven't checked it in a couple of days.
Yeah, we are creeping up on that.
But I know we're creeping up on that. So you guys need to be sure to share for us if you don't mind. Share our page and let your friends know to hop over. We're at 424. We're going to do a giveaway at 500. So what is that? 76 more people?
They're sure?
I'm not positive.
Yeah,
Math
she
is
got
not
it.
my strong suit.
She got it.
But yeah, so be sure to share our page too.
Yeah, I think that's about it, though. So, yeah.
All right.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one.
All right. We'll see y'all soon.